There's quite the variety of ammo that changes up your playstyle, either by poisoning your enemies, setting them on fire, or being able to penetrate thicker walls. But there is a category of ammunition that a lot of people ignore and they don't even know exists. So I set a goal for myself to prestige playing only the worst ammo in this game, having a challenge for each day. If I fail any of these challenges, I will have to prestige with one health bar only. This ammo is a newer addition to this game. This ammo makes your gun quieter and makes the bullets slow enough to not make a snapping noise when you're getting shot at. Here's a demonstration by Michael123. In my opinion, this is one of the better ammo in this game, but the downside is it makes the bullets slow, so fighting long range is pretty slow. Get it? Because never mind. Another bonus with this ammo is that you get like 20% more ammo than usual. My challenge for this day was to get 5 kills with each ammo size, so that means 5 with compact ammo, 5 with medium ammo, and 5 with long ammo. My first weapon of choice is the Frontier, thanks to the silenced variant, but first I had to unlock it by getting some kills with a regular gun while still using this ammo.
One shot, one kill.
After unlocking the silenced variant, it was all straightforward from there. I killed some people,
Nice.
and really struggled at first, but after a while of playing, I started to finally lead and land my shots easily. My second choice was the Maynard sniper, and before you get mad at me, the other choice was Centennial, and I really wanted to be sneaky. This was pretty fun to say the least.
Prosím, no way, že tyhle nabé jsou tak na píšu.
But a lot of the time I had really bad positioning, and I always got found.
Já nemám žádný, ne?
Before anyone flamed me for killing them with a different gun, the gun was still using subsonic ammo. And my last choice was the Krag, again because of the silence variant. But also because this gun is really pretty, and the reload animation is pretty satisfying in my opinion. But the issue here is that I had trouble unlocking it, but I still managed to get 3 kills on the way.
Další dead? On je vevnitř.
A kde je vevnitř?
U mě! Kurva!
But in this game, I made a mistake I wanted to point out. I had a really good angle on the enemies and I thought they would try to play around that corner again, so I flanked. And I paid the price for being greedy. Patience is key, my beautiful viewer. Here's an example of patience and good trigger discipline. But now that I've gotten all the kills I needed, it was time for the next challenge. This ammo is also not that horrible. The negative is that you can have long-range fights because of the bullet velocity. It's slower and heavier, and it also feels louder.
Surely ammo that explodes will kill enemy with ease.
Yeah, it's not that strong. It's expensive. $100 for explosive rounds is a lot. On average, a loadout cost me $1,000. The positive is that I can shoot the floor and still damage my enemies, which is how I use this ammo most of the time. The problem is that this doesn't deal as much damage as you think, so most of my fights looked accordingly.
Boom. 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 Boom.
Window sound.
Boom. Boom.
So the challenge with this ammo was to get 10 non-direct kills.
Boom.
Get that? I first started out with expensive weapons, thinking the bodies would fall with ease, but no. Explosive damage does close to no damage when I hit the floor next to them. After finding that out, I had to think of a different approach, but most of them resulted in my death and wasted dollars. But in the end, I found the solution. The solution was a spark rifle and an uppercut. But it took way too long. Longer than I'd like to admit. But after getting my final kill, I got excited for tomorrow's challenge, which was... I honestly couldn't decide which of the three is the worst, so I decided to have a competition with these ammo types. Before anyone storms in the comments to write an essay about how these shells are strong, 2 of these don't have a one-shot potential and the other one only works for the first 5 meters. The challenge was to get as many kills as I could possibly get, with the same loadout to make it fair. I will be running the Spectre shotgun, which can use all of these shells mentioned, and I would create 10 others for each ammo. And after all 10 die, I would move to the next. And I would be playing Bounty Clash only, which is a fast-paced PvP mode. I will be only showing the best game from each shell, but if you want to see the full games, check out my second channel, yeah, second channel for Slob, subscribe and all that YouTube lingo. Back to the video. The first one is the penny shot. This ammo is known for being devastating up close, but useless from afar. And I think they're pretty silly, because in this game it acts like a buckshot and not a slug, as some people think. And honestly, with how I expected this to go, these were much stronger than I expected.
I regret nothing. Who'd have thought that would happen?
The next ones are Dragon Breath. This is iconic because of the fire effect it has, but it still lacks one-shot potential. The bonus here is when you shoot a barrel, it instantly explodes. For example, an enemy is in front of you, but a barrel is right behind them. You missed? The barrel will do the rest, but it's still not as good. And our last and worst ammo is Flechette. This ammo causes heavy bleeding, but one thing that makes a big difference between Dragon Breaths is that it can't one-shot at all. I feel like I've had more one-shot kills with Dragon Breath than this ammo. But not to make it seem all that bad, this ammo is great for making people die around the corners, since this ammo causes heavy bleeding. Which means you get more kills like this. Rather than these. And overall, I just didn't have much fun playing with it as I expected. It doesn't fit my playstyle, but it might fit yours. Anyway, let's check out what's for tomorrow. When I was first reading the wiki for all the ammo types, I saw the special ammo and I realized this was there. And I got curious if this really does 65 damage. So I just got one kill. I said I got one kill. Okay, maybe two. And moved on to the actual worst ammo of the game. Before I tell you what this ammo is, take a guess. Take a gander. What does this ammo do? How does it work? Did you say flashbang round? It's a glorified flare gun. It's exclusive for Romero, and looking at the damage, it does just 3 damage if you're lucky. Otherwise, it just does 1 tick of damage. And I wanted nothing but 1 kill. I first wanted to do this quote-unquote the correct way, where I just shoot them down with a shotgun. That didn't work, so I decided to do the next logical thing and I took out the Sparks combo again. Now if you're curious, Sparks is basically one of the strongest rifles in the game that leaves your enemy with literally just 1 health. It felt so good getting that final kill that I got greedy and wanted to get more, but as I said, it doesn't always do 3 ticks of damage, but just 1. So, enjoy the final fight of the video. And with that concludes my prestige with the worst ammo. Oh, and one final message. Fuck the Cyclone. Good night and subscribe.